time to get back to the electrical system, so I'm putting in my dashboard harness. This thing is huge. It's got all kinds of things that it connects to. Removing wires out of this main dash harness. This is a monster harness. It's got so many things in it. But I pulled I called the whole radio system out of it and the whole air conditioner system out of it because I'll just run those wires later. The radio had like amps and stuff all over the place, so best to just go ahead and get the head unit in and run my wires from there. These go to the gauge. It looks like a hellacious mess, I know, but there is a rhyme to the reason here and how everything's going to run. I'm trying to get everything as close to the original locations as possible so that I don't have to lengthen or shorten the harness anywhere. So far so good. I've got everything pretty much placed. The cruise control computer's going in right there, and so I just need to keep moving on and trying to get this all in place. Everything's connected up in here. Most everything is kind of plugged in except for some of the stuff that goes to the back and some of the stuff that goes down the middle. But just keep plugging away at this. Here is my brackets that I built for my ABS ECU. I'm getting ready to pull these off and paint them and go ahead and final mount that up inside on the firewall. Okay, I've done a lot more work here on this main dashboard harness. I've got these two rubberized loop clamps holding this wad here. I've got everything mounted up in here. I got the door controller, I've got the aluminum, the starter relay. I've got everything basically hooked up. This goes to the clutch there. Everything's hooked up, everything's routed. I've got the wires that go down the center console here. I've got a few things hanging out here. I'll be using this for my air conditioning system right here. This went to the anti-theft unit, which I don't have in this vehicle, but I do have the harness. Everything has been flattened out, smoothed off. I've got some duct work in place here to make sure that I can clear all my ducting. These cables go down here and they make connections down underneath here. There's the ABS ECU down there. This is the main starter wire right here. All this stuff has been flattened out here to make room for the panel. Comes around here, goes down here on the side. This is my cruise control ECU, which will be functional later, not right now. I'm not going to be doing that for right now. But there's that's mounted. There's all the wires come down this side. These two wires are the ones that go to the door. All the stuff in the door, like the power windows and speakers and locks and everything in the door, and it comes down here and it goes on back. Right here, I have now mounted my ABS ECU right here. Painted my brackets. It's mounted in place. It's all connected up in here. I've got some other things. There's the wires that come from the front. All this stuff goes down through the console here. This is like the safety belt buzzer, a little lamp, all kinds of other stuff. Fuel pump, fuel sender unit, park brake. All this stuff will be going down through the middle here. Go on that side. I've got the little fuse box mounted here. I made some little brackets for it to mount it to the side of the car here. I've got my wire coming underneath here. All of this comes down inside this little area here. All four of these connectors are going to connect with the rear harness, which we'll lay down in this channel here all the way to the back. So now I got to start getting the rear harness worked on.